Alright guys, hey guys, welcome back to another episode. I'm not in my normal spot because it's kind of hard to go all the way to Wendell. I'm at my cousin Laura's house, babysitting her two dogs. Lucky, well, babysitting the dogs. My Aunt Tracy's dog is Lucky, and Laura's dog is Abby, right over there. I'm going to go see him. But without further ado, this is not a vlog. This is an Arrowverse recap. I was going to do it on my computer right here, but then I realized, oh, I didn't bring my mic. So I'm not going to do it on there. And so, yeah. So in today's Arrowverse recap, we got Supergirl episode 16, Flash 20, Arrow 21, and Arrow 21. And without further ado, let's get down to business. It's only 4:07. I still got some time until we get down with the nitty-gritty. Okay, so in the start of the episode, we just start seeing this girl giving off cookies. But I put down cookies giving off penicillins, but that's probably not what it is, because it was another doctor lady that was next to someone, and she used her finger and stabbed him, and then they gave him penicillins. But which penicillins is kind of like a disease, but it becomes blight in the future. And so Emerald wants to kill Pestilence before she becomes blight in the future, so she can save her family or whatever happens with her family. So Wynn gets sick from after going to the doctor. So we figure out that there's a parallel universe where Rain lives and where Sam hangs out when Rain is out. So it basically is like Purity and Pestilence in this episode. They have different mindsets, and so Sam, Pestilence, and Purity all are the same type of religion. That's why, or well, not religion, type of thing. That's why they're the world killers. The threat this episode is penicillin / Grace, which we figure out who it is, and further in the episode. Wynn thought he found penicillin, which was Julie, but it's actually Grace. Wynn gets sick, need penicillin's DNA. Emerald got there first with a dead body, which was Julie. Rain talks to Sam in other realm, like, oh, they're trying to test us, they're trying to find us, we gotta run, we gotta go, we gotta get out of here. Then Alex gets sick. The cut on hands equals penicillin. They get the cure. Purity saves penicillin. Supergirl figures out about Sam and what she's doing. They find the signature of where penicillin and Purity, they're going to save Rain, so they find him, and then they have a fight scene, and Sam is no longer Sam anymore. She's full Rain, I think, now. And so, yeah. The quote, so Wynn also jokes with Brainy, like then oh yeah, this guy had a scar on his face, and he caught my hand, and he was like, oh great, we got it, this guy, and it's a movie. And then Brainy says, fascist news, my greatest weakness. That was the quote of the episode. And the episode was called Of Two Minds, because we figured out that there's like two minds. Flash, episode 20. Therefore She Is. 8 year ago flashbacks of Medivh and DeVoe. and they used to be they had rivalry. Then they loved each other, and then they had rivalry again, and then were in love again. It was just a pattern of a lot of things. Cisco tells Team what's going on with Harry. So Barry figures out that the team's breaking up. Well, not like it's breaking apart. Like Harry's intelligence getting lost. Ralph and Killer Frost all gone. This team's breaking apart. And then also he got the job advice last time he saw Breacher, and he was like, and that could have also still broken up the team. So then Cisco didn't want to break that up. Cisco / Gypsy not on the same page. Gypsy was giving him messages, and there was a lot of messages. DeVoe gets parts for the Enlightenment, and I'll tell you what the Enlightenment is for at the end of this. And so last time Cisco tried to find out where DeVoe was attacking next, it failed. So they thought if they used 2 vibers that they could vibe the place, but they weren't on the same page. They saw crate 16 and not crate 18 or whatever, and so they weren't on the same page. And so Barry tries to help get them on the same page. Not one, but multiple satellites. He wasn't just building one thing throughout all the other episodes. He was wanting to build multiple. That's why he steals more than one thing. Cisco doesn't want the job, and Gypsy doesn't want him to have the job. DeVoe wants to remove the. Nope. I'll say that later. Joe wanted Harry to keep her away from a baby shower, so they were planning all about this. So Joe wanted to make Harry keep Cecile out from the house or keep her away, and then she helps him out with something, and so she can remind, and if his memories are disappearing, then he remembers one thing, she can read it and write it down before it vanishes. And so with them together, they figure out DeVoe's big plan. And so the coffee girl shows up with a bag of diapers, and she doesn't want to see Iris for some reason. I still don't know if she's scared to see her, or she just doesn't want to create a time paradox or another flashpoint. And coffee shop girl again, but something cool happened. I'm not going to say what happened. You guys are just going to have to watch all the other videos on the internet. Now, and Cisco and Gypsy, I think, broke up. I don't know. So DeVoe wants her. So Cecile and Harry figure out that DeVoe wants to remove all the intelligence of everyone on Earth, because he thinks that technology is getting too powerful, and so that means if people are getting smarter, then that means they're going to make it more dangerous. So he wants to remove the intelligence from everyone. Alright, next is Arrow docket number 11, 1941-73, episode 21. Mission, make Oliver innocent. So Diggle at Canissa, or however you say that name, to get the human target. Laura will testify for Diaz, because at first she was just gonna testify, but then Diaz brought her in and then said, you will tell them the truth. And so, yeah, trial of Oliver Queen. John was going to be the first one, but if he wasn't there in time, then he would go to jail. And then it was Diana and Curtis, and then when Renee went up there, Diaz brings in Renee's kid, and so he says the truth. And so season 4 references are all over the place, about Dark and Laurel dying, and yeah, I don't exactly remember all the things. So Oliver tells defendant that he is the Green Arrow. And then the Green Arrow shows up, but not Oliver Queen. The Green Arrow shows up / Tommy Merlin / Human Target shows up. John, okay, so when he gets handcuffed and almost brought to the truck to give him to Diaz, John and Renee help Christopher Chance, which is the Human Target's name, if you didn't know that. Laurel testifies after Chance shows up, but hey, here's the thing. Laurel says that it was Tommy Merlin. And so, yeah, and then she goes to attack Diaz but fails. And so, Oliver, guilty by jury. But the judge says innocent because the judge also was working for Diaz, and so the judge said innocent because it was Chance, the Human Target. So the judge equals Chance, which equals innocent, which means Diaz kills the real judge and almost kills Laurel. But yeah, quote from The Flash is Harry saying, "Lose my mind? Become a babysitter." I tried to go for funny these shows, and so all this quote is Oliver saying, "Take a shot if you want to," but it's gonna ruin me saying thank you to Renee. He said that to Renee. So yeah. Alright guys, hope you guys liked this episode. If you guys did, please leave a big like down below. And if you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Lucky. Abby.